I told her, okay, I'll just keep because I have to start the bike and okay, keep it. Then he just, as soon as he removed the handle, I had to start to run away from there. From my childhood itself, I had this car craze. I used to have the collection of those Hot Wheels, the small ones. I used to do the car club things with those cars itself. Playing it on the bed, like parking it together. So being with that, the same kind of cars and parking it. So this feels been always there in my mind, like being with the car guys, driving same. All this been there. But I had a craze back in India, like the bike things. I had around six bikes. I have changed. Yeah. I started with maybe Suzuki old one, Shotgun. That I had from that moment. So these things were there in my mind, like enjoying with the motor thing. Then I had an RX 100. RX 100, I modded it like anything. I had the upper lift shocks. I had the track tires. I had the chamber exhaust. I don't know from where I got that, but I I got that face. I felt like, okay, why don't I put it here? I don't know from where I got that idea, but it's been there from the day one. I get that mask. I never felt like removing it. It's like a like a trademark to my car. Like if you see that, it's okay. It's my car. That was there always. Everyone used to say, put a name for the car. I used to say, put a name and give it a identity, something like that. So I was thinking, okay, is this something kind of new culture maybe here in UAE use? Because back in India, I never had put a name or anything on the car or bike, anything like that. Or is a bike? When you say RX 100, it's just a name. So why should I give another name for that? When you have a car, I had a Ford Ikon, which is also modified in back in India, which was that time a heartthrob for our Ford Ikon was the sporty car which I had. I was thinking, what should I put? What kind of name should be coming? And I should, if it's coming, let it be something like a demon type. Then I had this mind in my color is Phantom Black. I came to know also from the showroom that this color comes only they produce it rarely. This is also a good name like Phantom Black. Should I name it same as Phantom Black or something else? Then I was searching. Then I found that there's character Phantom. I chosen it because let it be that use it. Let me use it. And then it started to add up like you need to have a logo. Yeah, and then it's become more difficult. Adding a logo and all that. This all came in with the car community. When you are with the people. Okay, let it is something like of identity you need to have it with the car. I had that mask, that logo on my car. Just it be identity for that. I can use it, and nobody's gonna copyright or anything on me. That it's just a logo on that. I use it like that. So that name I just fixed it from the day I told them. Yeah, I will call it Phantom. I started my page from that day. It's all from the childhood itself, like used to see car videos and all these things. I had these cars from the India, like Ford Ikon. I have modified that as well. Then here it was a different feel. So here coming here was like, it's like a higher, it's one level, not like one level, maybe 2-3 levels upper, like owning a Dodge and being in the car community is like, oh, you are like in a Vin Diesel level, like, so all this, it's like, like a childish feel maybe, but you enjoy it. So that's how it came to you came into the car community and discussing about all this mode. Back in India, of course, there are many stories. I had to chase and run with the bikes, mainly with the bikes. I had those modified bikes. Going to the college was a big headache for me because the way it's like a highways, most checking was going there. Most of the people, most police cops were there. They used to check helmets, all these things. And we were so lazy to wear helmets that time. Come on, we have to show our face. We are riding these bikes, and I need to show my face. Who is riding it? So I used to keep my hand on the handle. It's always that's also a style that time. Keeping the helmet on the hand and riding like a stud bike. It's also a style. So one time. I thought let me drive through the highway because people used to see it from the highway, driving like. So this came sometimes like I came in front of the cop. Yeah, the guy who stopped me from the handle, stopped me from the handle and told me he has a feeling that I might run away. He stopped me from the handle and he told me, "Where's the license?" And keep the bike side. I was like going like this because my bike was in a height. I cannot ride it like in a I told her, okay, I'll just keep because I have to start the bike and I have to keep it there. But, okay, keep it. Then he just, as soon as he removed the handle, I had to start to run away from there. People in the car community, so there's a lot of people like, as the sense when I have met new people, like I have felt like see some point of time some people are like in a competitive manner, a competitive kind of feeling. You feel that positive vibe and negative vibe, right? So some are like completely into car things that they only care about their car, how it can be, and they don't they care about others' cars. It's also there. So like I used to keep my friend circle who has a taste of like what I feel about what I want to do, that they support me as well. That such kind of thing, and they don't say back in the back end they say something else. Yeah, at this point of time, if you don't have to give me an American again. I already experienced the American, so that is the one reason I will not choose if I have a choice. Then choosing about Japanese and the German, of course I'll go with Japanese to try because it is one of my dreams. Next one, the next when it comes to if I give a choice now, I will definitely go with the Nissan GTR, which is Japanese, and from the history of that car, if you see, nothing has been beaten that car till now. Even if you choose a German or an American or anything else, I have been a big fan of GTR. I had that modded bike. So one guy came next to me who was he was also having, I think, his RXZ, and it had the exhaust and all. But this guy started to we were stopping in a signal. So I started to provoke me like that sound it makes starts. And I was like, okay, he's trying to, the age that time, you get provoked easily. And I never went to a race or anything track wise that time because it was like I just got it from the garage modded. I was just getting it used to it because of the height. And I thought, okay, let's try it. Like let's feel it because it's in the city. You don't know where the cops are, where they are standing. It can easily get fined and they can come to her home. I was just thinking about that. Then I thought, let's try it. Maybe for a few seconds we can try it. And as soon as the signal this guy was started. Okay, then I thought I also went back. And a lot of traffic. If you see the Kochi traffic and all, it's hectic. Oh my god, we were like running like some ants, like moving inside the traffic. The first it was like a slow move from inside and here and there, and get out of a straight highway. We both started. Even I don't have a helmet. Just imagine it's in my hand. Because that provoking one, I didn't even think about putting a helmet or anything. We started to race like it went like, maybe like 10-50 kilometers. I was driving like anything. And we ended up finishing the petrol. Later on, I checked. I found that I have to run away. How will I go back? I don't know how will I go back. Yeah, on my dot, I have the air filters and throttle body spaces, exhaust is the bolla. I have the straight pipe on that, and then I have mainly the body kit, the white body kit, which was the last mode I did on the. It's the same the demon kit. I didn't change much on the engine part. It's still the stock. Maybe I will think of it next, because when I think of it right now, I'm not doing anything much on that. And I had changed the rims. It's a BC Forge two-piece forged rims. So I'm still enjoying the car. Which we are running a V8, so enjoy the. If I have stayed in India only, and if I came here and just do some jobs and bought some cars and all, I would be driving. Even if I had bought a Lumina, I was not in clubs. I was driving it. I had that dream to own this. Of course, I would be driving it, and I have normal life, like driving a sports car, and yes, enjoying it. What difference made when I bought the Dodge was that it gave me an identity, like as Dodge itself gave me an identity, because people came to know me when I have this car. Otherwise, I would be driving a Lumina. Lumina is like a normal car. So that proud feeling is still with my, that is why I'm still keeping this. Even I have been having this car for 5 years now. Still keeping it because I have an attachment with this car more than any other car. I bought it. So maybe if the day I have to sell it, maybe I'll be crying like 2-3 months maybe because it's like it's like too close to me. Like the girls have their pets with them, like for us the boys will be always have the cars like a pets. I have taken care of it like a baby, seriously. Even even if a bird poops on it, I feel like, oh, that moment I have to clear it up. This is that how we take care of it. So it given me identity, so I have to take care of it. That's a proud feeling, of course.